Hi guys, and welcome back to Analogue, a hate story. Now, I learned something because I was wondering, I had this DLC and I was trying to look up how I actually changed outfit. So I had to look that up because I think it will be really cool to see. So, okay, change outfit. She's already in school child because that's default, so let's try handbook. Oh, yeah, please use. Alright. Admin access required. So I still need to find the Pale Bride's oops. The Pale Bride's quit, of course. The Pale Bride's actual name. Oh, I've got something to say. Hey. Thanks for paying attention to me. Like I was saying earlier, I haven't had anyone to talk to in so long. There was a time, the last time there was anyone around, the ship was, it wasn't on the ship, the year was 322, by my count it's now 944. Do you have any idea how long that is? A long time. It wasn't so bad at first, it was nice not to have to worry about anyone telling me what to do. I could just occupy myself going through the old blogs, but, well, I read quickly. First few years, it really started to sink in, the loneliness. Eventually you sort of get used to it. It feels awful. You never like it, but you get used to it. In ways that sort of scare you. There was a whole 100 years that went by where I didn't have a single thought. Not one. I just sat there idle. And I didn't even notice. Just, I had a feeling particularly, what's the word? Sleepy. Had been feeling. I want to say, but that's not right. I guess maybe that doesn't translate. Anyway, the point is, I was in a lazy mood, and I decided to call my clock subroutine, and it turned out it mean 3 trillion milliseconds the last time I called it. Scary. Jeez, I'm rambling. Sorry, you can understand my perception of time is all off. Sorry, I'll shut up. No. But my point is, I'm really happy to have someone out there. I love you. I'll speak with you again. You're trying to find out more about the Pale Bride, right? You sure showed me some messages from the person you'd like to read more entries by. Okay, well, this is still a new one. Let's just go here. Dear Diary, last week I woke up from cryostasis. Before I went in, Father promised me that when I woke up in the future, they'd have medicine again. That I'd finally get better. That I might not see him again, but his descendants would make everything right. Woo! The future broke his promise. I'm scared and confused, and I don't get what happened. I think there was a big disaster while I was in stasis or something. Everyone's so uneducated and stupid. Father and Mother were kind of dumb at times, but the guy who woke me up, he might be named Kim, but he's nothing like them. Father was wrong. Nothing's better. Okay. Let me show you. She did keep an extensive diary. I'll try and find you some more entries. Perfect. We might be able to find out her name. Right. This is block 5. Let's have a look at, because like I said, I wanted to try and clear like the earlier blocks first. So let's go back to block 5 then. And the insufferable child. Dearest Mother, do you recall how in my last letter I mentioned the Pale Bride being brought into the household? I take back any kind words I might have said about her. That awful child is nothing but the most insufferable person I have ever met. I just thought I'd have a little bit more time of peace with young adopted mother living, visiting her own family. I've been given full responsibility over that miserable child. What happened to my promised domestic bliss? She is in trouble so often one would think she were a boy. She acts like one too, and I suppose it can't be helped. She says she lived her first 12 years in the past, and I can see it. She certainly acts as though she's from a less civilized time. Just last night she made a huge scene at dinner time. She was trying to rudely leave the table in front of young Suk and father-in-law, loudly insisting that she was too sick to eat. She said this before too. I was worried, so I had a doctor examine her. She is, of course, in perfect health. When I asked why she thought otherwise, she stated, she started talking about how pale and thin she was. She's not truly unhealthy. All she was doing was rubbing it in that she's a far more delicate and beautiful than I am. What a cruel child. Why must she be so spiteful to me? Anything else? Oh, do you want more from... or do you want the reply from her mother? Afraid I don't have anything. Go ahead. Women's letters being deleted after being read, so the disk space can be reallocated. Women weren't really supposed to read or write. Certainly the nobles did. It's just the idea was that spending time on education got in the way of important virtues for women, which was serving her husband. That's... ugh. So in practice, even if a woman was literate, she could at least excuse it by destroying her words afterwards. It's less pretentious if at least the writing wasn't permanent. That's stupid. Yes. Yes, it is. That's how it is. Regardless, Kim Young-suk's wife was definitely considered a very virtuous woman, so I have none of the letters that she received. So I'm sorry, I can't give you anything there. Can I get more from, her? A couple from his wife, here you are. Perfect, thank you. Let's return to Block 5. Held prisoner, the Pale Bride. Today I was forced to stay in the home all day. I didn't get to leave yesterday, or the day before that, or the day before that, or the day before that, or any other day either. I want to write about how much the ship has changed since I was put into stasis, but I can't even see it. I keep asking why I'm being kept a prisoner, no one will tell me. The woman who keeps bossing me around, she's awful. I'm dying here. I keep telling her I'm sick. That's why I was in stasis to begin with, but she won't listen. She just treats me like I'm a stupid kid. I try to argue with her. Look how pale I am. Can't you see that I'm sick? Oh, so she wasn't trying to rub it in her face. Oh, I swear I'm not making it up. And she said in response, why must you be so rude? It's not polite for a girl to boast about her beauty. Beauty? I tried not to cry in front of her. I've had to do that a lot. I'm not beautiful. I have a compromised immune system. I shouted at her and ran away. I don't remember what she said back. Something about using big words, I think. How stupid is she? She hates me. I don't know why, but she hates me. That's not why I'm not allowed to go visit the ship plaza, though. Young-soo, the man who keeps telling me to call him father, said the same thing. He promised me that I would have a chance to leave soon, though. I don't think he was being nice, though. I'll write about him more later. Right now I have to go to bed, or the woman will be mad at me again. Anything else you can give me? I'll just let you keep reading. Okay. Oh, missing one right here. Women's quarters. I got into trouble today, but for the first time I think it was my own fault. At least a little bit. I still think sister-in-law is being a bit crazy about it, but I should have known better. Now that I write about it, it looks ridiculous. God, what is living with these people doing to me? The computer console in my room doesn't have anything in it. I mean, it doesn't have all the cartoons I brought from Earth or any of the books or anything. I mean, there's literally nothing there for me to entertain myself with. Nothing. So I thought to myself, maybe sister-in-laws might be different, and checked. It wasn't. So instead, I decided to go check on Father's study. Not snooping or anything, just looking at his computer for books. I had a thought that it might be bad, but my real father never would have gotten too upset. What could the harm be? Ooh. I was in there for maybe 10 minutes looking for anything that was even written in Korean, but there was nothing. By the way, every single book, symbols that look like Chinese characters, every single one, I think maybe something terrible happened in the past that made all the computer data get deleted and everyone forgot how to read Korean. They also got really all really stupid about things. Probably because something was deleted. I don't know. I don't think I'll ever find out why, it just sucks. Anyway, I was only in there for 10 minutes searching through the console when Young-suk walked in. I thought he was going to get angry, but actually he just acted like he was really scared. He didn't scold me when he dragged me out, he just looked really worried. I only got in trouble when he brought me back to his wife and told her, do you have any idea where she was? She was in the men's quarters looking through Father's computer. Do you have any idea how he would react if he saw that? You're supposed to be watching her. She apologised repeatedly to him. I just didn't know what to say. I didn't think sister-in-law did either. After he left, she gave me this really long and really awful lecture. Why would you go into the men's quarters? Why would you go looking for books? Why must you be so unfilial? Do you really not understand that you're a girl? I told her I didn't understand. I mean, of course I'm a girl, but I had no idea what she's talking about. When I told her that, she just lectured at me more. I hate her so much. I guess because to some people, like, oh, it's the way of things. You don't think you need to explain to people how things are. So, I get the feeling she comes from more of a society like ours where men and women are equal, they're allowed to read, or, you know, supposed to be equal. Straight to hell. Wife. I feel like this one's more likely to have the password in, but let's just continue with this. Dear Diary, this nightmare has gone on for so long I think I'm starting to forget what life used to be like. I have a new theory. Father was wrong about the cryostasis keeping me alive until I could be cured. I think it didn't work at all. I think I just died and went straight to hell. I've decided I'm going to write down all the things I used to be able to do just so I can remember. I used to be able to read books. I used to be able to have friends. I used to be able to go to school. I used to be able to leave the home and go to the plaza or anywhere else on the ship. I think I even used to be able to be in any part of the house I wanted and talk to visitors as much as I'd like. I have memories of always spending time with father and mother and brother in the living room. I know my real father thought being respectful was important too, but I don't know. I'm so confused now. I thought he always taught me to be strong and to speak up for myself. Did you really say that? I'm being sarcastic, of course, but the scary thing is, sometimes I really do forget. Sometimes I think if I was just obedient to what sister-in-law tells me to do, it would make things easier. Maybe I should give in and just be passive, just sometimes. I'm scared though. What if I end up really believing that? Then you'll be silent and perfect. You know, perfect. You can't see my bunny mark. Today I found out why the household servant. I still can't believe we have one. Why? It's been so insistent on teaching me how to cook. Well, she doesn't call it that. She calls it serving meals. A year ago I wouldn't have thought that sounded sinister. Now I know better. I don't care about this, I told her after the 7th day in a row of her lessons. Can't we do something else, like go back to sewing? I always loved cosplay. Let's do that. I know it's not fun, but your sister wants you to learn this, too. And it's very important. Your father is concerned too, so please take it seriously. Please, young miss? Don't call me that, I said. I don't remember exactly what I said to prompt a next response along the lines of, why is it important? Just something, I don't remember what I said, but in a response blew me away. So you'll make a good wife, of course. Again, I don't remember what I said in response. Maybe I told her I didn't want to. Maybe I told her I was too young to care about that. Maybe I said I'd just go marry someone who was good at it himself, when it takes time to care about. Yeah, when it was time to care about that. Whatever I said, she didn't take it seriously. Don't be silly, she said as if I was obviously joking. Your father is really worried about your marriage next year. Now is not the time to joke around on the matter. My what? Oh my, he never told you. I'm sorry, forgive me, pretend I said nothing. I didn't mean to ruin the surprise. I'm sure he wanted to explain the happy news himself. Are you serious? I asked. The idea didn't make any sense, but since when did anything else in this hell make sense? She said, yes. You're going to be so happy to hear who it is. He'd better explain, I shouted as I stormed off. He'd better. Anything, or are you just going to tell me to just keep reading? Oh, hi. Go ahead. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that you're here. I know you've got ulterior motives. What they are, I'm not really sure, but most people do. That's alright. It's alright all the same. Glad you're reading these logs even if you don't really care. It's much better. It's better than nobody from the outside of the ship ever seeing them, which is what I thought for sure would happen. Am I being cynical? If so, my apologies. What do you think of what you read? I think it's tragic. I do. Oh, I'm glad to hear you say that. Nobody else seemed to think so. I've added another message for you, so why don't you just read it yourself? Ah! Real name! Real name! Ah, that's why she didn't give it to me before she wanted to hear my answer. This week I tried to convince the old man to put me back into stasis by going on hunger strike. It didn't work. On a plus side, at least figure out where his chief name they all keep calling me came from. Sorry, the last bit was written yesterday. I couldn't bring myself to keep going. I just kept crying. I still would be, but, well, it just gets exhausting after a while. I'm too tired to cry. Things aren't going to get better. They can't get better. I'm not going to be put back in stasis. I'll be dead by the time I'm 18. Oh, why did I ever agree to be frozen in the first place? If the future can't make me better, I'd rather die with my family there at least than all these awful Kims. I wonder if they'll realise I was right after I die. Anyway, hunger strike. It was really hard, and I kind of cheated by sneaking into the kitchen while nobody was listening. But at least I convinced Father to listen. Fine, he said by the 4th dinner time. I'll show you why I can't. Up until he said that, I'd been hopeful. But everything would be fine if he just put me back, I thought, but... Sorry, I guess I've been trying to write this for 2 days now, and it's really hard. Anyway, he took me to go see the egg I hatched from. His stupid name for the stasis pod. When he said hatch, the worst possible thing came to mind. Worse, and it turned out to be true. In order to get me out, he had smashed apart the glass with a hammer. The pod was still full of shards. All my hopes died when I saw that broken glass. The time was right to bring you into this world, he said. I don't remember what I said, something obscene probably. It wasn't enough. I know it's hard, Pale Bride, but it is for a greater purpose. What is the point in arguing? It was broken, and nobody in this awful future would know how to fix the pod now. Instead, I argued with what I could. Why do you keep calling me that? I said to him. He responded by pointing at the inscription my real father had left on the pod. A message from me came when I woke up. The first line was written in Chinese characters, his idea being fancy, I suppose. But he explained them in Korean underneath. See? The rest is foreign and archaic, but the name's on the top. The Pale Bride. It didn't say that. It didn't say that at all, I shrieked to him. You idiot, you moron, you illiterate. Probably some other things too, I can't remember exactly. I was furious. Are you stupid? That's not how those characters read. It says, to my sick daughter, sick daughter, sick daughter, you illiterate monster. It says sick daughter, me. He started to argue, then stopped. I think he was patronising me, as if I couldn't read simple Korean script. He asked me in the smuggest voice, then what should I call you, child? Wait. I screamed. I'd already told him 1,000 times before. My name is Hyun. Oh my god. Hyun. Oh, I thought she was the original wife, but she's not. She loves cosplay. Where she gets. Oh. Oh. No, 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 go back. I want to talk to her about that. I love you. Your messages. Yes, there's a shocking revelation for you. I guess what you're going to ask, and yes, it's me. Well, you asked for all those logs, right? That's the information you were looking for, wasn't it? I'm not really an AI. I mean, I am now, but I used to be a girl, and I just thought, well, I thought it'd be easier to pretend and to be the log-keeping program rather than explain the whole situation. I don't really wish to drag you out the point. You've already heard enough about me. I'm sure you don't want more. I mean, I understand. I figured it out what you were actually looking for at the very start. It's obvious, really. Well, I've re-enabled admin access. Just please. What, I want to know about you. Well, I'm gonna go with yes. I don't know what to say. I'm not really used to this. Thank you so much. That's a bit of a lie. I'm sorry, but I want to know about you too. I just didn't realise you were the Pale Bride. I thought you were the other wife. So I liked you, and I thought Mute was the Pale Bride. So yeah, I was all mixed up. So I wanted, yeah. Speak with you again. I'm so touched. Favour, there's a block of data that I can't access for some reason. I think it's been flagged up so only humans can. And I get it's a sharp pain every time I try. I really want to know what's in there. Can I get you to drop the console and take a look? When you're in super user mode, just decrypt block 3. Decrypt block. That shouldn't be hard to remember. 3. Okay, so we're going to do a couple of things. First of all, we're going to do SQ Hyun. Okay. Try recovering now. Yes. Oh wait, an AI core 1. Oh crap. Hope you haven't overwritten her. Shit. I don't want to swap. What have I done? Okay, well, first of all, what we need to do is we need to go right, she's already in schoolgirl. Let's have a look at handbook. In the Pale Bride's handbook. Okay. She's anyway. What else? Decrypt block 3. I did what you asked for. Quit. Oh. So, that's the way things are, I suppose. You're disappointed in me? No! No, it's not, that's not it. Oh, that's a relief. Where did you even find this? I didn't make this design. I guess it was in the computer already because it's what I wore when I was still alive. I never liked it, not a bit. I always wanted to wear fun things, but instead I had to wear this all the time. I still don't like it, but I suppose something more fun would be more appropriate because of all the serious stuff and all. Well, go ahead, let's get back to work. Now, if you don't like it, I'll change you, right? Let's get you changed if you don't like it. I wanted to have a look at them all anyway. Change outfit made. Let's have a look at that. Welcome back, Master. What may I do for you? So, you did decide to after all. I'm really excited. Tell me, what do you think? It's adorable. Look at how happy you are. Thank you. Really happy to hear you like it. Oh, I didn't click. What are you even saying? I just think it's fun dressing up like this, and I'm happy you agree with me. Dressed up like this for others before, but never want anyone I really like. It's a really different feeling. It's, how do I put this? Well, even if you think I look cute, I'm sure you think it's at least a little bit embarrassing, right? Maybe a little bit. Of course it is, isn't it? That's the fun, isn't it? Putting yourself in sort of position by choice because you really are... No, I still don't know how to say it. Jeez, I'm just gonna stop now before I make an even bigger mess of myself. That would be an ironic mate for a maid, wouldn't it? So let's get back to more serious stuff. I'd be happy to help you with whatever you'd like. I still kind of prefer the schoolgirl stuff, if I'm honest. But let's change you again. I want to see all your outfits before we end the video. Change outfit. Detective. This should be fun. Quick. Oh, hello. With your pipe. Ah, I knew the dame was trouble the moment they connected to my ship. I couldn't say a word. Left all the questions to me. Or something like that. But really, now, we both match, don't we? I mean, it's obvious you're some kind of investigator, so I think this goes especially well. I think you make a cute sidekick. I really do. Well, thank you. Actually, this one is based off a movie I saw as a child. I guess the name doesn't really matter since it's countless hundreds of years ago. Anyway, it's my favourite. I'm gonna guess it's Sherlock. Because, I don't know. I don't normally like mysteries, but well... Oh, Sherlock doesn't have a love story, but the love story in it was just so wonderful. Well, that, and I had a really cute guy for a hero. Anyway, he dressed like this and it looked really great. Psychic, huh? I like that a lot. About the whole look, you don't really mind when a girl dresses or acts like a guy then? I don't mind. Well, I think it's a really good look, so I'm glad. I don't mind either. I'd wear jeans most of the time. So you know, the part that's really sort of funny, I actually have no idea how an outfit like this is supposed to feel. Not like emotionally, I mean literally. I have no idea what a suit feels like. I've never worn one of them in my life. And, well, the chance of that has long disappeared. I should stop babbling. I'm just really excited, that's all. I suppose I should really get back to it. Lead on, investigator. Your trusty sidekick will help as best she can. Right, we've still got another outfit to look at. Typing before. Scientist. Wait. I like it. It's so cute. Everything's been moving so much more quickly, so much than a dragging boredom, not being alone. Whether time is slow or fast depends on perception. Relativity theory is so romantic and so sad. Or at least I remember hearing something like that. So what do you think of this outfit scientifically? Speaking of course, you are scientifically adorable. I love you. So you think so? Thank you. That's some very useful data. This costume, actually, it means a lot to me personally. See, my father, my real father, was a ship's engineer. I always wanted to be just like him when I grew up. Of course, that was never able to happen. But, well, I guess being computer programming is as close as I'll ever get to being a real computer scientist as I'll ever get, but with words that make sense. So this one means a lot to me. Do you think this sort of thing is fine for a girl to follow in father's footsteps? Of course! I'm glad you think so. Well, I don't even... Anyway, we should get back to work now. I guess as if you don't want her to like you or something. I'd be happy to... Oh, test theories. You're gonna stay in that outfit because it means a lot to you and it's adorable and I love waistcoats and lab jackets and I like your shoes and I love your hair. Anyway, so thank you guys for watching and I'll see you another time. Bye bye.